Well, welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today I'm going to show you a homemade tool that I made years and years and years ago on this. And you may be looking at this like wondering, yeah, what kind of a Yahoo deal that is. Okay, I was changing the water pump on my 2002 Silverado, and I thought I had the right tools to do it, and I didn't. So I needed something that was going to like hook around both sides of the water pump pulley and stab a couple of these antlers in. And I went in the shop. It took me about 15 minutes. All I did was just measure the two distances between the right here, and then all I did was drill a couple of holes, stab in a couple of studs, and that was it, and the tool was fine. On the back side, I had an old crow's foot. You can see that right there. And I just welded that on, and I'll show you right here. I just stick my 3/8 breaker bar in there, and I have changed that water pump once, and then about maybe 7-8 months ago, the water pump gaskets were leaking. So of course I'd take it off. All I did was replace the gaskets. And I bought this tool today. I want to show you this tool. I would not go through this all over again. I mean, it didn't take long to make this, but there are tools specifically made for your water pump and taking your water pump off with a whole bunch of different vehicles. And I don't have a whole bunch of different vehicles, but I'd like to get something that was kind of universal that I could modify for myself. I'm going to show you this set that I bought myself. And to me, I think it's just perfect for what I need, and I can modify it for a whole bunch of different things that I like to do. So let's take a look at that right now. Well, there we go right there. I'll just show you the numbers and everything so you can see how that all is. And I'll just open it up for us here. And guys, I think this is just terrific. And that's it right here. And I'm going to take it all out, and I'm just going to show you what it does. So let's take a look. Okay, so you just seen it briefly there just for a second, but I just want to show you these two jaws go in and out like this to make it variable. So let's just use for an example this piece right here. As you can see how this here could line up just like the old ones. And these here just screw in. You just get these antlers and just screw them right in on both sides. Now, I think that's pretty slick, and you can't use this in every application, but what I like about it is it's threaded, and I can put all kinds of different attachments on here for different applications of when you want to actually hold something from moving, and so many other different things. So all I did was I took my Snap-on rethreading kit here, and I just put one in here and just measured what it was, and now I know the thread pitch, so I can just go and get some threaded rod or some bolts and put them in. And you'd be surprised the amount of different things that you can use this for, you know, in automotive use and everything else, fixing machinery or anything. And a thing that I'm going to do with this that I'll show in the future is I'm going to rig this up for a strap. Now hold on a second, and I'm going to show you a strap. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, a strap like this. Now these here, you know, they're pretty flimsy and they're plastic and they do work. But since this does have like a cam action, I am going to make this so I can put a leather belt in. So if I want to get on something and tighten down, like hold a pulley or something like that without causing any damage to it, because I could just go and get a pair of like chain vice grips, but it'll just mar it all up to pieces. So I figured I would try doing something like that. But there's so many different things that you can do by just getting like a tool like this. And guys, this is pretty heavy, thick, and you know, it's to me, I think it's very well built. And I wonder how many of you make your own tools. And when you take a look at something like this took me maybe at the tops a half an hour. And of course I didn't paint it the same day. I just whipped it together and that was it. Because how many times am I going to need this particular tool for me to go out and buy a set of these these specific, you know, pulley holders for specific engines. And I like this tool because it's easily modified. You can turn this into more than just a holder. And I look forward to showing you this with some different attachments on the end that most people never think about. So thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back again. Let's have some more fun. Cheers.